Welcome once again to another great episode of Educate Africa with me, Dr. Sanele Kamede. We are on the last episode of our series, Finishing Your Qualification in Record Time. So I am going to do justice in this video because we are on Youth Month in South Africa. So when the time this episode was shot, it was June, and it's Youth Month. So because it's Youth Month, I need to talk about finishing your qualification or a theme on finishing your qualification in record time and something to do with young people. And before we do that, I want you to remember that you are welcome in this family, and please invite others to join the Educate Africa family. Subscribe and share and drop your comment and probably share how these episodes have inspired you. And if you haven't watched the past 9 episodes in this series, please make sure that you enjoy them and let me know that you enjoyed. So let's get to the issue of education and young people. And I want to talk about what does education means to a young person. So any young person in and out of South Africa, in and out of Africa, I want us to look into the issue of what does education mean to you, particularly if you are in Africa. So there are a couple of things that education means to you. But I am afraid, in fact, I have been cautioned not to say education is a key to success, because a lot of people have argued around the issue of it being a key to success, seemingly because others claim that every time when they have the key, someone seems to change the locker. So young people are frustrated and they are constantly asking their parents, who, by the way, said education is the key to success. They're asking, what did you really mean when you said that? Because every time when we have the key, we want to open. Seemingly, the locker seems to be changed. And I want to be quite serious about this point because I can't seem to differ with those feelings, but at the same time, I'm not going to say education is not a key to success. It is still a key to success, and it will continue to be a key to success. Education to a young person, it is still going to be a key, provided the young person is able to contextualize their education they have received and changed it into a commodity. The young person who wants to use education as a key needs to know how they can convert the skills, which means you first need to obtain skills when you are acquiring education. So education is not just going to tertiary and get a qualification and then you expect it will be a key to success. The most important thing is you obtain skills. Find in any qualification that you are doing, I want you to find the skills that you are acquiring, that you have acquired. In fact, if I am talking to you, this is your first year at tertiary, or you are going to tertiary probably next year or a couple of years, it is time to actually look at the world and look at what is the world looking for. And when I'm talking about the world, I'm talking about your community, I'm talking about your province, or your city, I'm talking about your country, I'm talking about your region. I am in the SADC region. Talking about the continent, I am in the African continent. What is it that they are looking for? What are the skills that the outside world is looking for? And once you have understood that, you are straight in your way to using education as a key to success. I have seen, with no doubt, and I will continue champion education. Beside that, I'm a lecturer and I am a life and career consultant, but I will still champion education even if I wasn't those things, because I've seen education unlocking opportunities for many young people. So you might want to say education is an unlocker. You use it to unlock. You use it to open doors. You use it to unscrew certain things that are tied so that it becomes loose. And trust me, I'm a living testimony of that. And this is going to sound as if I'm bragging, but I remember when I obtained my PhD. Oh my good God. It was amazing. The feeling was amazing. Everyone congratulated me. But one thing that I saw that changed, and I'm not saying study up until PhD, but one thing that I saw that has happened with many young people, irregardless of what qualification you have obtained or you will obtain, people start looking at you differently when you are educated. Education, it creates trust, especially for a young person who might not be trusted because you are young. So education has made me trusted because, of course, I'm educated. Of course, I know what I'm talking about. I have seen it open opportunities that I never thought I will get into those spaces if I was not educated. It creates trust. You sound different. Your mindset will be different. So education for a young person is a mindset setter. I don't know if I said this correctly, but it changes your entire mindset. It changes how you think. It changes how you process things. It helps you with critical thinking. You think differently. And I'm sure if you are now a graduate, when you go back home, those that are in the rural areas or those that home is in the rural areas, when you are a graduate, people start treating you differently, looking at you differently. Even when, it's a small thing that they can solve, they always say, hey, we have a graduate in our community. What do you think? You now start to have a voice. If you are educated, you start given a chair to sit and be amongst people that you have never thought you will be and share your thoughts because you are educated. And I know someone will argue that no, suddenly people were not educated, but they shared their voice, which is true. I'm talking about young people, especially now. We are not going to compare with what education was 20 years ago, 50 years ago. We are talking about now what education means to a young person now. I want to promise you, the moment you get your qualification, the moment you have got skills, you will have a financial breakthrough, because you will be able to convert those skills into a commodity, something that you can sell, whether you are selling it to government, whether you are selling it to private sector, whether you are selling it to NGOs, whether you are selling it to private individuals, it doesn't matter. But once you are a social worker, for example, you are able to provide social work services to either government, private sector, organizations, and individuals. And this applies to as many qualifications as you can imagine. So I am seeing a huge amount of breakthrough through education for young people. I have seen education changing the surrounding, starting from your home, changing the community, changing the city. Through education, we have had improvement in development. So I have seen young people playing in spaces that when you look back and you look at colleagues or mates that are not as educated as you, I'm seeing a huge difference. which means education makes you different as a young person from the way you were, the way that one is arguable, of course, but from the way you were, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you do things, the way you process, as I've indicated earlier, it makes things different. And this is a call to you. If you are disagreeing with me, I want you to sit down and say, what did this education that I have obtained, or that I'm obtaining, or that I am about to obtain, especially at tertiary, going to do to me or did to me? Because if it didn't do these things that I'm talking about, there is something that is missing there. And I don't want to go to the issue of lack of opportunities. That one doesn't change what I spoke about. It doesn't change what education does to a young person in a nutshell. But I have seen young people using education to unlock opportunities. I have seen young people creating job opportunities through education. Education has always been the key. And I'm sure you still on the argument that every time when I seem to have the key, the locker is changed. I want you to find the locker where this key that you are studying, called education or the qualification, it's going to open. I think it's a mistake to just haphazardly choose a career and expect that qualification or that career that you have chosen will then do all of these things that I have spoken about. It calls you as a young person, especially one that is in high school, to really think about choosing a career. And speaking about choosing a career, you are very lucky because I am there as the career consultant, which means all you need to do is to book a session and sit down with me, and we talk about this. And we have seen the disaster that is caused by the lack of career coaching. So you might want to do it before you start. And if you are there, I want you to also sit down and say, now I'm here. What are my prospects? Where am I going with this? If you are now out, I want us to re-look into what you have and see how we can work around it. Trust me, you are going to achieve these things that I've been speaking about, that is done by education. So there are a number of things I can imagine, some of the things that you can highlight that are done by education. But this is not what education is going to do for you. Education is not going to guarantee you a seat on the table. You are going to have to work hard, because some people, they then think just because they went to this university X, they will automatically. It doesn't happen like that. Yes, it has happened for some where they were just looking for graduates and they happened to be there, they graduated, they got the opportunity. But in most cases, you are not going to sit down and then opportunities are just going to flock to you. If that is going to happen, good luck. And I wish you can share that luck with as many people as you can, because that is not what normally happens. So education is not going to be your spokesperson. You will still need to go out there and look for opportunities and engage and network and plan for your career, especially planning for the outside world while you are studying, which is pretty much very important. So it's not going to just, that qualification, that piece of paper is not going to guarantee you opportunities sitting on the table. But when you have it and you are prepared, it's easy to have access than when you don't have it. I've seen people, especially when it's time when I run the hashtag Matric Ungazibulali campaign, the anti-suicide campaign, I normally will hear people complaining about why they didn't go back to school when there was time to redo their matric, especially in South Africa, because they are now working for Company X and they go through this company. They were offered an opportunity, maybe through a learnership or through a cousin who worked there. They were offered certificates in the company. They were taught how to do the work, but now they are supposed to be promoted to certain opportunities or to certain levels, and that level requires a qualification. And you hear this person crying. Now it's 10 years later, they are crying because they don't have a matric certificate. They didn't really pass their matric. Even when the company wants to take them back to tertiary or any college, or they never passed their matric. So it becomes so painful. That's why I'm saying it's better to be prepared and wait for opportunities than to get opportunities and you are not prepared. And how you can prepare yourself as a young person? Get educated. There is a lot of noise out there, especially at the age of AI. A lot of people are talking about how AI is replacing people, how AI is doing that, qualification that, and all of that. These are things that were said when technology was introduced. Technology is not something new. These were said when the internet was introduced. People thought, now you can, do things. And we did do things through the internet, through technology. But it didn't substitute the fact that you have to go and get qualifications, especially in legitimate institutions of higher learning. There is no shortcut in life, young person. Education is the key. Which key do you want it to be? It's all up to you. You can shape this key to fit a number of doors instead of complaining about this door that you want to open. I've seen young people spending years. I want this key to open this door, but there are doors similar. There are doors offering better opportunities. You are just glued on this one door instead of shaping the key a little bit so that it opens these other doors. I hope you benefited on this, and thank you for staying with us. And please, if you have watched all 10 episodes, please drop what you have benefited from each and every episode. I look forward to interacting with you. If we happen to meet anywhere where we are physically going to meet, I would like us to take this conversation offline and engage about what you think. We will decide with the team whether we are starting another series, but be on the lookout for another new episode. And remember, it's possible because it's doable. The mesh is available, and you can go online on my website and make sure that you access many of the products and services that are there. May God bless you.